to our subject and learn another lesson which are interesting, informative, and practical. Are you ready to learn? Let's begin! Before we proceed, let me show you some pictures. What have you noticed to these pictures? Right, a processed food, or all of these are processed food. And aside from that, our city, Malabon, is well known when it comes to this delectable food, and one of the many reasons to visit our city. Technology and Livelihood Education Aid, Food Processing. What is food processing? Food processing is any method used to turn fresh foods into food products. This can involve one or a combination of various processes including washing, chopping, pasteurizing, freezing, fermenting, packaging, cooking, and many more.
It is also the transformation of agricultural products into food or of one form of food into other forms. Food processing includes many forms of processing foods, from grinding grain to make a raw flour, to home cooking, to complex industrial methods used to make convenience foods. Why do we process food? Almost all food is processed in some way before it is eaten. Commercially, the main reasons to process food are to eliminate microorganisms, which may cause disease, and to extend shelf life. Simply cooking or combining a food with other foodstuffs to create a recipe is also considered a form of food processing.
Now, I will show you another picture. What can you say about this picture? Good job! These are jars that contains processed food and also it uses sugar as its preservative. Why we use sugar to make this? Because sugar helps preserve the color, texture, and flavor of the food. The sugar in jams and jellies helps the gel to form and increases the flavor. When large amount of sugar is used in a recipe, the sugar also acts as preservatives by inhibiting microbial activity and also serve as humectant, meaning maintaining and establishing the water content in food. Sugar also helps to prevent or slow the growth of bacteria, molds, and yeast in food. In order for us to make this, we need the preparation of the equipment, tools, and utensils for preserving food by sugar concentration. And that will be our topic under food processing.
Let's have a short pretest. Directions. Determine what is being described in each blank by choosing the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. Blank are essential to help you make a sugar concentrated mixture. Letter A. Equipment, tools, and utensils. Letter B. Sugar, jars, and water. Letter C. Recipes, cookbooks, and ingredients. And letter D. None of the above. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Number 2. Blank is used to measure the temperature of any type of food. Letter A, chiller. Letter B, moisture analyzer. Letter C, salinometer. And letter D, thermometer. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. Number 3. Chillers can lower the temperature of liquids from blank to blank degrees Celsius. Letter A, 1 to 5. Letter B, 3 to 10. Letter C, 2 to 7. And letter D, 4 to 9. You have 5 seconds to answer this question. At the end of our lesson, you'll be expected to, number 1, prepare the equipment, tools, and utensils for preserving food by sugar concentration in accordance with manufacturer's manual. Number 2, calibrate the equipment, tools, and utensils in accordance with manufacturer's specification. And number 3, sanitize the equipment, tools, and utensils for preserving food by sugar concentration. Preparation of the equipment, tools, and utensils for preserving food by sugar concentration. Chiller. Chillers are used to lower the temperature of liquids within the range of 2 to 7 degrees Celsius. Pressure cooker. It has sealed pot with a valve that controls the steam pressure inside to cook food faster. Sterilizer. This equipment is used to destroy microorganisms by bringing to a high temperature with steam, dry heat, or boiling liquid. Chest freezer. Freezers can reduce the temperature of objects within the range of -1 to -13 degrees Celsius. Only food intended for freezing can be placed inside a freezer. Trolleys. It is a small vehicle with wheels that can carry things used for transporting heavy loads. Mixing bowl. It is a stainless steel bowl used for mixing ingredients together in. Non-stick pan. These are the cooking pans that have non-stick properties. They do not require any amount of oil and work well with food that generally sticks. Jars. It is a glass container ideal for packaging fermented and sugar concentrated products. Jar lifter. It works like a tongue. It's used to grip and lift jar with hot contents. Strainer. It is a handheld tool used for straining food. Utility knife. It is used for cutting and preparing fruits as well as carving roast chicken and duck. It is a narrow knife about 6 inches in length. Peeler. It is used for peeling vegetables and fruits with a revolving blade mechanism. It is a tube or pipe, wide at the top and narrow at the bottom. It is used for guiding liquid or powder into a small opening. Saucepan. It is a deep cooking pan, typically round, made of metal, and with one long handle and a lid used for general range top cooking. Wooden spoon. It is a spoon that can be used for stirring sauce, mixing ingredients, or cooking. It is preferred over metal spoons because it does not transfer heat. Measuring glass. These are used to measure liquid ingredients. Measuring cups. These are used to measure dry ingredients such as sugar and flour. Each cup in the set measures a specific amount as indicated on its handle. Measuring spoons. These are used to measure small amounts of ingredients. Each spoon in the set measures a specific amount as indicated on its handle. Moisture analyzer. These are used to determine moisture content of a sample by determining the weight loss of that sample after heating. This will be very helpful in monitoring water content of the food that you process. pH meter. It is an instrument used to measure acidity or alkalinity. Refractometer. It is used to measure sugar concentration when processing jams, jellies, preserves, and marmalades. For starters, you will most likely encounter this when making solutions with water and sugar. Hydrometer. It is used to measure relative density of liquids based on the concept of buoyancy. Water activity meter. It is used to measure water activity by allowing free water from food sample to escape to the meter chamber. Thermometer. It measures food temperature. One of its type is meat digital thermometer. Digital thermometer. It is used to provide digital information of the food temperature. Timer. It usually comes in an hour range. This will help you perform different tasks on the same time. Weighing scale. Most recipe ingredients are measured by weight, so accurate scales are very important. Let's remember these 4 things. Number 1. Kitchen equipment, tools, and utensils are essential in making concentrated sugar food. Number 2. Equipment are usually large appliances used to cook or store food. Number 3. Tools aid the cook in completing small tasks such as mixing, peeling, or cooking food. And number 4. Utensils are commonly used for measuring or checking food. Pause test. Directions. Supply the correct word that best completes the sentence. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. Equipment, tools, and utensils are needed to make a successful blank mixture. Number 2. The freezer can freeze food up to -1 to -blank degrees Celsius. Number 3. Jars are used to store blank and sugar concentrated products. Number 4. Blank can destroy microorganisms using steam, dry heat, or boiling liquid to clean thoroughly the utensils and tools. Number 5. Is commonly seen as a tube or pipe, wide at the top and narrow at the bottom.
And that's all for today. See you next week for another video lesson. Class dismissed.